everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of V Rising. It has now been out for 2 days and me and my community have been fumbling through it and having an absolute blast. And we have come up with a list, the top 5 things we wish we knew sooner. That way, if you haven't started yet, maybe you won't make these same mistakes. Everything is going to be timestamped in the description if you need to bounce around. Let's not waste any time and jump in to number 5. Merchants are useful. Now, when you're playing V Rising, if you don't know about this game, it is 1/3 action RPG, 1/3 survival, and 1/3 builder. And that builder is extremely important. And you will see on your map these little areas that are designated by coins. And that means that you can purchase items, and items that are definitely needed. Now, a lot of times when you are in your castle, you will notice that you need something and you don't have enough of said thing. Well, you can just run over to the merchants and grab a recipe that you didn't have, grab some herbs that you needed, grab a gem if you are trying to do an upgrade. It is very, very good and resourceful. Instead of just aimlessly running around the map, use your merchant. Number 4, hunt at night. And I totally know that sometimes this is unavoidable. Now, when you are playing V Rising, the survival aspect of this is basically your blood and dealing with the frickin' sun. And as you know, if you are out and about at daytime, if you stand in the sun for even a few seconds, that beam is gonna hit you and you are gonna start cooking. And it makes combat very, very difficult. So when you are out and you are tracking these different V blood bosses, these generals, tip number 4 is make sure you are watching this clock up here and track them at night. Number 3 on what I wish I knew sooner, and I still haven't finished this because I had to completely rebuild my castle, is put your production in rooms with the proper flooring. Now you will notice here, let's just go to my furnace. And up here you will see these 2 green check marks. This is going to make my furnaces produce 25% faster, and this is going to make it where it costs 25% less, so less resources, or you get more of what you want. And in order to do this, you have to install the proper flooring, which you can see there, and you have to encase them in a room. And the way you do this is when you actually go to your builders and you go to your castle walls, you just use castle entrances. And you make little rooms out of your castle entrances to put them in their separate rooms. And they do not need a door to actually access that room. And you can put like items or like production in the same room. So both of these furnaces are benefiting from it. Tannery is benefiting from it. And you can tell because it just has the green check marks. As long as you got the green check marks, you are set, and you should start building your castle with rooms from the start because it's going to make it so much better and save you so much time trying to go back. Number 2, play with friends. And I know there's some people that are going to disagree with this. When looking at my map right now, look at this. I can track everybody and what they are doing. On top of that, I can jump to all these different waypoints or way gates that are available because on my server, we are all playing together. That being said as well, when it comes to tracking V power, we fight the bosses together, so we all get the reward and we support each other. Playing V Rising solo, in my opinion, is not the most fun. It's a struggle, it's a grind, it's hard. Of course you can do it. I do think this game is way, way better playing with friends, and obviously that is most games. So when it comes to actually traversing the map, when it comes to not wasting your time, when it comes to tracking bosses, number 2, don't do it solo. Phone a friend. Number 1, this is absolutely huge, and this is blood type and quality. Now you will see right here you have a little percentage and it says 23%. And if you highlight over it, it shows my blood pool and the blood quality. Right now I've got Rogue 23% quality, which gives me increased critical strike chance for my weapons. Now, how do you know the actual blood quality? Well, when you look at the enemies, there's going to be a percentage next to their name. And that is that all that percentage means is the quality of their blood. So out of here, we have a 3%, a 5%, a 1%, a 5%, and a 5%. So here you want to focus on this rogue. And I will show you how to do this. And again, later on, you won't have to worry about it as much. So we're going to kill all of them. Oops, we don't want to kill the rogue. Knock out the ads. And leave just the rogue if we can shoot. And here we go. Okay, that should be good enough. Now we're gonna feed. We are drinking rogue's blood 30%. And bam, now our 24% has moved to 30%. So at first we only had tier 1 unlocked, but now we have unlocked tier 2 because we have higher quality. And if this was 100% blood, you could see right here we would get 3, 4, and 5 unlocked. Your blood quality makes a huge difference to your character. So for example, let's say I need blood and I eat this tainted heart right here. I have now changed blood types and my bonus is 0. So remember, if you want to be stronger, my #1 tip is make sure you have very good blood quality and the type can benefit your build. All right, everyone, that's the video. What do you think of my top 5 I wish I knew sooner for V Rising? I know there's a million things I could have put on this list because I made a million mistakes, but I really tried to pick the ones that I thought would benefit you the most. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. 2 asks at the end of the video. Ask #1, I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. I'm hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it, but of course, only if you think I've earned it. And if I haven't, I'm going to work harder for you. Ask #2, check out my Patreon. Now, normally I go through the list of all the reasons why you should join Patreon, but the fact that we are playing V Rising right now, we have over 20 Patreons on this server, and it can hold a maximum of 40. So we are running a Patreon-only V Rising server, and actually tonight is Patreon game night. So I always talk about all the benefits, and literally V Rising is a perfect example because you can only get on the server if you're a Patreon. All right, I'm done. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.